Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel. Think of this sort of as an introduction to the kind of things I'll be doing here. I don't really have a set category or any specifics I want this channel to fall into. It's really just going to be about my interests and hobbies that I'd like to share with you guys. On the channel you'll see a wide range of videos, from Let's Plays to movie reviews to things I want to show off, like my custom LEGO minifigures or Funko Pops that I'd like to share. To kick things off, I'd figure I'd share a bit about myself and some of the things going on right now. One of my biggest projects at the moment is what I'm calling the Clone Wars project. You see, I get into these moods where I pick a topic and I just want everything to do with that and nothing else. Me and my friends typically refer to these as my hypes, usually lasting about a month or so. Recently I felt very motivated on a longer hype than usual, and that being about the Star Wars The Clone Wars. LEGO's always been a very important part of my life since I was little, and I've always wanted to make large-scale mocks and great-looking custom minifigures. Using various sites like Nate's Minifigs and AV Figures, I was able to compile a large group of LEGO figures, some official, some custom, and some knockoffs. My plan is to create a large-scale battle shown here to show off these figures. Obviously, this battle never took place in the show or movies, but it's not meant to be accurate, just as a platform to show off the figures. A few months ago, at the end of August 2020, I recently had a video game resurgence. I've always played video games, but it was around this time that I started to get into some more story-based games and large-scale open-world games. Since then, I've delved very deep into the world of gaming and played some of my favorite games since then. In order, the games I've played since then are Final Fantasy XV, God of War, Red Dead Redemption, The Outer Worlds, Jedi Fallen Order, Horizon Zero Dawn, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Borderlands 3, Ghost of Tsushima, and a few hours before reading the script I had actually completed the main story of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I plan on playing quite a few games on this channel, seeing as how there are some big releases set to come out this year. Me and my girlfriend are currently playing through the Halo series, but that won't make it to the channel unfortunately. But don't worry, if you do like Halo, I might be doing a Let's Play with another close friend of mine. Some games coming out this year I plan on playing and possibly recording are Far Cry 6, Horizon Forbidden West, God of War 2, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Gotham Knights Stray, and possibly a few other and older games that I've never played before. In terms of movies, I plan on covering a wide range, but still sticking to what I enjoy. The Marvel movies are my current favorite movie series right now, and seeing as at the time of recording WandaVision is airing, and it's really good. Some other non-superhero related movies and shows I'll be focusing on are the MonsterVerse movies like Godzilla and Kong, which is set to release next month, and of course I'm very excited for that. If you couldn't tell by the Clone Wars project, Star Wars also holds a very special place in my heart. I was never much of an anime guy, but I have watched one anime in its entirety, and that's My Hero Academia, with the next season coming out in March. We have a lot coming in March. I love animated shows like Gravity Falls and Star vs. the Force of Evil. One show I haven't gotten around to finishing was Infinity Train. I watched the first season but was never able to watch the others, so maybe we'll have something to do with that on the channel. One thing different about the rest of the categories I've talked about so far is wrestling. Over the past 2 years, pro wrestling has become a very important part of my life and taken over my household. It started at WrestleMania 35 when I finally sat down and watched my whole wrestling show, and I fell in love with it. Since then, I have followed all different types of pro wrestling. This ranges from WWE to AEW to New Japan to AAA to Impact to MLW and sometimes Ring of Honor, even though I'm not really too familiar with them. In terms of wrestling content, I just plan on talking about that. Nothing too in-depth but my reactions and thoughts on current storylines, maybe a few special videos here and there. My goal is to produce 1 to 3 videos a week, but I'm not prioritizing my videos over other stuff, so that is subject to change. But at the very least, I could squeeze out some form of video content, so hopefully I can release a quick update video on what's going on and what I'm working on. I'd like to keep the channel nice and organized so you can tell which of these categories I'll be talking about just by looking at the title or thumbnail. To simplify things, I'll be creating 4 playlists, each of the 4 main categories of videos. We'll have video games, movies, wrestling, and toys, which mostly includes, LEGO and Funko Pops, and sometimes action figures or other stuff. I hope you enjoy the content I produce, and if you ever have any thoughts, enjoy, dislike something, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll take it into consideration. Thanks for watching. I'm hoping we can build this channel together, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.